Welcome to the live, future YouTuber. Welcome. I'm just trying to get my things properly sorted out. Yeah. Welcome to tonight's live. It said, draw a long bench and sit down, make we talk. Who knows that? It's a part of English and a part of Patois. Yeah, maybe a part of Spanish too. How is your channel growing? Giving God thanks, yes, it is growing slowly, could be going much faster, but it is growing, you know? How about yours? How about yours? How about your growth? Future YouTuber, hi. How is your channel growing? How about your own? How about your channel, the growth of your channel? Oh, I don't make that much videos anymore. Okay. I still go live, I still go in the kitchen, I still posted the food, but I have not been going out, to do much. But let me give God thanks for what is happening. Because sometimes we complain and, um, you know, yeah. Sania Stitch, love forever. Big up, girl. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Our country said, big up, 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 up. God bless you. See you soon. Okay, you're leaving already? Hmm? I thought you are going live? You go live, although you're not posting much videos, but you can go live, and whatever your content is. What do you do really? Is vlog or blog, vlog, or content creating? Which one of them? Okay, then. Have a good night rest. See you in another day and keep going on, going on. Okay. Just looking for something here. Okay. Nefina. Nefina. Nefina 13. Ye proudy. Okay. Welcome to the YouTube. Welcome, welcome. And as you come in, could you please just subscribe, like, and share? Touch the thumbs up button. Let we see that people are liking and people are, you know, love forever, my girl. Nefina. Oh, you're a new person, Nefina 13. I hope you enjoy this channel and you will keep visiting. For those that have not subscribed, please touch the subscription button and the bell beside it, that when a video or whatever I am doing, you will be first to be notified on that aspect of it. How was all of you day today? Today is Thursday, and imagine we have just started the month of March, and the month of March reaches the 27th already. It's take time marching one by one, and leaving us. We will be soon into April. Wow. Those who born in April skip around. Those who born in April skip around. Cha la 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 la, cha la 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 la. Those who born in April skip around. Who know those songs? Those are some of the songs we used to sing, Ring, ring a roses, when we were going to school. I noticed that children actually don't know, or, they don't. They said, there's a brown girl in the ring, cha la 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 la, there's a brown girl in the ring, cha la 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 la, brown girl in the ring, cha la 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 la. She's sweet like sugar and plum. Cha la 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 la. Those are children days. um, Ava Rose. Hi, with part of my name. Welcome, welcome. Have you ever seen these songs going to school? It said, um, there was this one that you skip around and you'll pick a boy. You have the one, those who born in April skip around. Those who born in March skip around. Cha la 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 la, cha la 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 la. Those who born in March skip around. The childhood days, yeah. Sharone, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's a pleasure to have all of you here. And as you're tuning, I'm LAW. Apply by good morning. Welcome. Thank you. It's most appreciated. What do you have in your cup this morning? Do you have Cersei? No, no. Coffee? No, no. Green tea? No, no. So what you have in your cup this morning? So what you have in your cup this morning? Iced tea? Good old chocolate. Yes, yes. Okay, so thank you for being here. The day went well. The day rolls on. Was cold and windy. Ginger with coffee. Oh, you're saying something good, my God. Yeah. Ginger with coffee, of course. Good pick, good pick, good pick. Good taste, you know. So today was one blessed day. Each day has been a blessings to someone, to everyone, to all the ones. It had to be, because the first thing to comment is when you open your eyes, all your faculties are in place. You could remember, you can see, you can hear, and of course, when they touch you, you feel it, you know? So that is the first thing, that you woke up and you are in your right mind. All the areas that you know of is working. So that is enough to give thanks for. You open your eyes and you look around and you say, thank you, Lord. Yeah, because they said sleep is next to death. And as we say that, there was one time, it was a Saturday, of course, and everyone left the house. I was alone. And about, oops, I don't remember like exactly what hour, but I lied down and was reading, and to my surprise, I fell asleep. I didn't realize how long I was sleeping for until I heard noise in the house. And believe me, when I opened my eyes, I could not, the lights were turned on, everybody was talking and they were sharing their joke, and I could not remember what day it was. And I was there for the longest while. In spite, I get up and I sat there and I'm asking, and I was saying to them, actually, what day is it? And they said, oh, today is Saturday. And I am there trying to remember, trying to retrack my steps, what I was doing, and all of this. Would you believe it took me about 3 days to come back to my natural self, and everything keep rolling back? And so, because I didn't share with them at the same time, and it so happened I have an appointment at the doctor because I was about traveling. So I went to do my physical, and when I went there, I told the doctor what had happened. And he said to me, you went in the third degree of sleep. He said that's the deep sleep that persons went into and stay there asleep until they wake no more. And I'm like, really? He said, yes. He said that was a third degree sleep. And knowing myself, I'm not a sound sleeper. I sleep in a way that I awoken very quickly. And when I am awoken, I know what is happening. I'm conscious. I know what is happening around me. So I don't sleep like some people. You've been calling, and they're not hearing you. I am a light sleeper. So for me to sleep that way, I said, was it that I was that tired? Or what sent me into such deep sleep? It never happened again though. When I came back from the doctor, I was telling them that I slept the deepest sleep that a human can sleep. He said, you see, sometimes persons, they died in their sleep. That's the depth that they went and never returned. It was so funny. It wasn't funny, it was an eye opener. It wasn't funny. It was an eye opener to me that, wow. So I wasn't sick, nothing was wrong with me. And I went to sleep and maybe wouldn't do. So if they didn't came in perhaps with all of those noise and laughing and all the things were going on, apparently you never know. But God did not have it that way. So sometimes too much sleep, too much of anything, good for nothing, you know. Yeah, so I have that deep sleep experience. I have that. So again, welcome to everyone this evening. This is Thursday, close to Friday. Oh, the weekend is right here. And for those that are not working on Saturdays and Sundays, you must be laughing. Ooh, I get these 2 days to get a little rest, to be me, to be with me, you know? Yeah, some things like that. Sometimes husband have not seen wife because she have to be out, he has to be out. Maybe this is the time when you just said, oh, hello strangers. Oh, we are here. You know? You know how that feelings go. Because and then you have so much to talk about. What happened at work? What did you accomplish? And all the rest of these things. Plus the housework. For those that are out of my time zone, I welcome you wholeheartedly. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for being, thank you for listening. Thank you for those that are in this morning, going on to evening, for those that are moving from evening into Friday, and for those that are ending Friday and approaching Saturday. One world, different timelines. So funny. One world, one people, different timelines. Some is, what is the name of this place? I think it's almost a week ahead. Yeah. It took you so long to reach there if you're flying. It took you about 3 days or something like that. You know? So yes, thank all of you. Ellie, what did you do with yourself over the period of time I haven't seen you? Were you behaving your little self? I hope you do. Were you an inspiration to somebody? I sure you were. If it's even to let somebody laugh, you were an inspiration. And for everyone that is joining me this evening, it's a pleasure to have you. I can't say thank you enough, but I always will say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure. As you see on my thing, we say, let we draw a long bench and sit down. Make we draw a long bench, make we talk. Okay. Make we chat. So we are going to chat some little things, share some little ideas. I am on some proverbs, and this one is the African proverb. If any of you know any proverb, we have the Jamaica proverb. If you know any proverb, put it in the comment section, make we see the proverb that you know. And sometimes we, as for me, are one of them that grew up with a lot of proverbs. Yeah. And we didn't understand when they say them. But then after you grow up, you get to understand, oh, this is what they meant. The one that is always sticking out like a sore thumb is the one that said, chicken merry heart veneer. When you hear that, you know, say, you might be doing something that you need to stop. If not, there are going to be couple claps on your backside. You know? So, or if it's not that, they are going to deprive you of something. It's either you were to go someplace and you know you're looking forward to it, and you hear that because you misbehave, I'm not taking you again, and that send you like a gig turning around. One here no gig. Have you ever seen a gig? I guess they're selling them now in the stores. But the gig that people used to cut out of a piece of wood, you know, and shave it down and put the cord around it and throw it out, and it spin, 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 spin until it stops. Who know a gig? LAW know gig? Have you ever seen a gig? Depending on where you grew up. I know a Jamaica person is here telling you, I used to make them. Yeah. And marble. You used to play marble as a boy? and the girls stand around and watch who is winning the marble, and we call it the knocks the marble. Nah, and shoot it. No, we're not having marble more than so. I don't even know if marbles sell anymore. What we are having now is on the field. Yeah. Anyhow, some of these things are the old time things. Okay, oh, they still sells marble. Yeah, and there I saw the gig, but it's so different from the one the boys used to make. They use the hardwood and then they put the nail into the middle of it and have their card man. And I saw yo-yo. Young people, any young people in here? You know yo-yo? Shoops. They used to use pear seed and cut out the pear seed and have the cord. And they make their yo-yo or they put it in each end and you just have it spinning. These were things before technology. Those were those were the technology then until technology came in. I think most of the things they do now, it's a copy from the things manually that was done. Because persons would use the bottle tops, the buckle tops them and uses box or sweetened milk, condensed milk, and they bore that and make it into a truck and they attach this one to that one. No, they use the can to make telephone, right? And put the cord in it, and you are at one end over there, and somebody, and surprisingly, the sound travels on the cord. But children know we don't do those things anymore. Those were those were dragging your memory. Um, it's not dragging your memory. These are something that you are there, your thought, and you are using up to say, okay, this can make this. You go back and you use rain falling and you use the book leaves or some form of paper to make paper boat. And you throw them in the water and your boat is going. And we use the paper and make a little sailor hut and all these things. These were children who, exercised their thinking and what they think this could do and that could do. Yeah. And the girls, just as the boys, would have been doing these things. Yeah. So not only the boys, but the boys have their thing. To make cricket, oh, the boys use the coconut bow and shave out the bat. And they use like silver orange or some use the clay. Caddy, welcome. They use the coddy, right? It's a caddy. I think I'm wrong right there. They use the clay and wet the clay and knead up the clay and make it into a ball. And they would use the ball and bowl. So those were the things, they do. Even at school, until they bought the tennis ball, and they use those balls with the coconut bat. And trust me, they are making runs, man. My side is beating up your side, and we win. That was children then. It's not like now every child need a phone, and every child is into a phone. The child just birthed last night. And as long as the little hand can grip the phone, you give them the phone. They turn on the phone and the things they did on the phone. It's like the bond in the phone. Yeah. So knowledge increase. So you start from here and you went to there, and out of it you saw so much things came on. You have them put board and cardboard boxes together and make it into a radio. And somebody is behind that box talking and singing, and children, oh my God. Until you see the real thing came out. The real radio, the real TV, the real everything came out. So no longer children is playing ring games anymore. Ring a roses, your pocket full of roses. Asham, asham. We all fell down. No longer those are. Those are just memories that we took along with us to say, this was then. That was how life was then. I used to catch the firefly and put them into bottle, clear bottle. And when that was the soda bottle. And we have the company, the D&G company that makes soda. So D&G soda, they're still around. So you'll catch the firefly. Now we never call them firefly because our people never, maybe they never know it's firefly, or they gave their own name. They call them Peony Wally or Kitty Boo. Those are Kitty Boo. Until, you hooked onto the name Firefly. So you put them in the bottle and their lights are green. So when you get them in that clear bottle, you have them in there, and those things will stay in there and live for a good while. You thought they would have suffocated and dead? No. They're right there. And we have them play with. And the different things. But we were happy. Yes, we were happy in our own world. Happy children in our own world. Unless we did something that is, they would call out of order, and they decide to give you a spanking, and sometimes the spanking was not nice at all. There's no nice spanking anyhow. But sometimes it's worse than sometimes. Okay? Get home from school by the time school over. Make sure you're home. You shouldn't be on the road playing. You make somebody passing and see you playing on the road. You think they're going to pass your gate, and people those times know everybody's children. They don't miss. I just passed Joy down the road playing. Or they would say to you, come go home. Get home to your parents. And although they said that, when they're passing your gate, they have to say they saw you on the road playing. Were those people a caring set of people in that time? I want to think so. Yeah, I want to think so. Because they were looking out for the protection of the other children. And one thing we couldn't have done, if your parents do not send you over to Miss Jane's house, you could not go there. And you will have to ask, can I go over to Miss Jane to play with Miss Jane's children? And when it suits and pleases them, they said yes. And when they think you play enough, they are coming to get you. So you would have played and played and played and played and played. Yeah, play with Miss Jane's children. Until we part, get to our house. One thing for certain, they would have you in the book. Come and read for me. I remember sitting and reading, and I am fast asleep, yet I am reading. I make sure I'm reciting the thing. Oh, yeah, so you couldn't have said you have the playtime, the time that was enjoyable, and you have the serious side of them. Okay, that was some of the things. And I think most persons, especially those that was born in Jamaica and grown whether halfway or partway in Jamaica, can attest to these things, that these were the things. And children were living loving. Children live loving. Yes, you hardly find that you find people quarreling. Like no, you heard people the yapping away, even on the net. Sometimes you have to wonder why. You know, you're not seeing each other eye to eye, yet you can't live in unity. You know, so you hardly persons not into this because they're so busy looking after their own business. And they're always saying, mind your own, pay attention to your own business. So you couldn't, and they don't take news. They don't take news from children, hardly. So you could not go to Miss Jane Yard and come back and telling them what you saw at Miss Jane Yard. No, you can't do it. They will pull you up swiftly. Yeah. But those days were those days. Those days were reminiscing days that, and you know, you compare those days with these days. Things grow, things advance, many more things advance. You don't have persons um, using coconut ball to make bat anymore. You walk in a store and you bought a bat and a ball. Okay, and of course they weren't wearing shin pad. Now you can get that to protect your foot. They weren't wearing helmet. Now you can get that to protect your face anywhere up here. You could get that. You can get that now. So comparing then is like the way was paved then to bring out today's world. Those world had paved the way to bring out today's world. Um, Cricket were first started in England. England is who brought in cricket and teach the others cricket. And almost everyone go there and beat England on their turf. Beat them on their ground. Jamaica, the West Indies is one who went there and trashed England with their own game. You know? Yeah. So England was first. It's the English that brought in cricket. I don't know if they were looking at the coconut ball bat and what they used for ball then, and they brought it in because England was once ruling in Jamaica. And most of these things that I am talking is Jamaica. I saw them. That's where I grew up. And all of these things, these were what? The boys made themselves happy. The girls, you have some grass, grow up, and they grow. And the girls would take them and practice on the grass to plait. And plait them and put ribbon on the grass them. They root them up and you would have them. And then they started to, because they never, it's not that doll wasn't around, but people then were not one of those people that would have purchased a doll for you or a dolly or what you want to call it. Because they have a narrative there. Giving girl dolly baby, you're sending them to go and get a baby early. So they never glad to get up and buy a dolly baby give you. So you want to plait, so you use the grass and plait. Until afterward they would bought a little skinny one bring come give you. So skinny. So those are the days. Anyhow, so if anyone have a proverb that use or you heard it used or you know of it, you can put it there. So I am going to bring you some proverbs. We have the Jamaica proverbs and I have some African proverbs. And in those days, proverbs used frequently. Almost everything they said to you, they said it in a proverb. Almost everything they said to you, they say it in proverb. As I said, one of the Jamaica one that said, chicken marry hawk the near. And that is a proverb that used by almost every parent. Eh? Chicken marry hawk the near. Hawk is the chicken that will swoop down and pick up the young chickens or the hen that they can manage. There are some hen because you just have fowl in the yard. Some of the hens are heavy. So when they swoop down to carry them, they can't carry them, but they would have ripped them with their claws. And that hen would have fell to the ground with part of them ripped out. But a small chicken, because of that, when the hen heard the hawk coming and it have a sound that you heard it from afar, and the sound is like yeah, and you heard it from afar. Anywhere the hen is with her chicken, she gathers them all under her wings, every single one, and she's over them, covering them down. So of course this chicken hawk will, glow, and he look and he don't see anything. So he gone. But once him catch your chicken, man, him gone with the chicken. Gone, gone. Yeah. So those were some of the things telling you, because the chicken hawk, when him cry out, he's coming to get a chicken. So when you do something that they think was out of the norm, and they are going to slap your ass, or they are going to punish you, they will say you would be there playing and not knowing what is hanging over you. And then they would have said, go on, chicken Mary Hawk then here. Mm. So the chicken out there playing and everything. But if mommy dearest is not nearby, they too can't even run to save themselves. So I tell her, all right, chicken Mary Hawk then here. Which of these proverbs you know? I'm going to give you some America proverb and the meaning of them. And they make sense. Because when they speak in proverb, persons will be right there and don't know what they're saying to you. Just as if you speak in gypsy. Speak a gypsy language. You know? It take a whole village to raise a child. That was some of the things first time, and I think it's almost used in every country, I do believe. But I can't speak much about some of the other countries. But this is one of the saying that says, it took a village to raise a child. First time, every child or children, it's for every person. A child will be born and growing up, and some person will come and give that child a goat. Give them a goat kid and say, this is for Johnny. Some will bring you a hen, a young hen, This is for Mary. But they always find something to give to the child. Some give the child a cow calf, but they are giving them something that will bring increase. So the fowl will lay, hatch her chicken, and you have chicken growing. You can sell chicken, you can you'll have eggs to sell. So they always give you something that from the child born, they bless them with something that brings them increase. There are some persons get a coconut tree. They will plant a coconut tree for them. This and call their name on it. This is for you. So that coconut tree, they if they reap that coconut and sold that coconut, they would put the money down for you because your name is on that tree, and whatever that tree increase that tree brings, that is what they are giving to you. And for one thing, they were honest. They are not using your money. They are telling you this is for you. Oh, we sell 25 coconut off your tree, and this is the money. So that money is always stashed away into the bank. And they said, okay, when you reach of age, and their of age is 21. I I'm Mr. Hudson. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Okay. So they put that money away in the bank, and their come of age is when you're 21. So they will take you to the bank, present you to the people there. Okay. I say to the people, so you are so put in charge of that money, it is yours. And all the reaping from that tree would go to you. If it's a cow, it's a calf they gave you, whoever got that calf, the same thing applies. So then the village would raise the children. Your child would be safe on the road. Everybody would be watching out for that child. If they saw that child walking alone, some adult would have accompanied that child to their gate and then call out to their guardian parent or who and said, I walk home, Joy. And thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So that is it said. It took a village to raise a child because everybody is your parent, almost. Everybody look out for you. You couldn't be idling on the road and somebody don't see you and say, come, get home. No harm would be coming to you, and person turned their eyes the other side and walked away. They would be always there for you. Okay? So it is what it means that if you want, if the village is behind you, but then time have changed so much. Please subscribe, like, and share. Please subscribe, like, and share. Time have changed so much. There are sometimes you can't even see this, even if they're getting into trouble. You cannot say anything to them. And that is so sad because you are an adult, you are there to protect the children. But then times change that even the adult turn into an wolf and will snuff your child away. You know? So the changes, first time persons wouldn't be looking to hurt or to harm a child. If the parent and you is not on one accord, they would not have taken it out on the child. And that child have to see you and said, good morning, good evening. If not, they are going to your parent and say to your parent, oh, Joy have passed me and didn't even said good morning. Oh my goodness. You know? But then things and time changes. And so the attitude and behavior of people. Because now children have been, been taken away not by children, but by adults. Children has lost their life, not by children, but by adult who you think should be a protector for your child. Not very long ago, late last year, this one happened. But then, I said I blame the mom because this person was in, they saw this man in the store and she was in there with her child shopping. And I guess people love to be friendly with your children. And because things in time of change drastically, you cannot allow it. As much as you would like your child to be polite, as we would say, but you have to have a drawback on it, you know? Because the mother said to, or the man said he was going over the park, which the park was not far away from where he was shopping. And she said to him, okay, let Alicia, fictitious name that is, that's not the name of the person, come and sit in the park. I'm just cashing these things and come. And when she cashed and went to the park, she would have been walking the park until today. Her 6-year-old child is not there. And the man is nowhere in sight. A man on in lunch, and the child was found later days. And you know what happened there. So even when you're saying, okay, you'd want your children, you want them to be polite, but you have to have the pullback. You have to be looking on the people, the time that we are living in, where love is no longer established. And if it does establish, it established into a different meaning, which of course I don't think I am shopping with my child or anywhere with my child, and I am going to be sending my child with a stranger, not even if the park was sitting right at the cash register. We too will have to walk there. So I'm not going to pick up my 6-year-old and say, okay, go. Not even a 50-year-old I wouldn't be doing it with. Never mind a 6-year-old. I am there to protect you. I am seeing to it that you are being protected. We went out together and we are going to be together. So things sometimes change very much that you are afraid. You are afraid to invite people to your house. You are afraid that your child to really go around people. You're so afraid. In school, in church, on the street, everywhere, where you think should be more protected, that is where the dangers launched. So that is the meaning of it took a village to raise a child. That everybody would be looking out for that child. Persons then have cow and they milk the cow. You don't have to ask them for anything. A quart of milk or a pint of milk is coming for you. If they have banana, they would be bringing you a bunch of banana. If they butcher animal, they would be taking for you. It's not that you ask them and they are saying to you, as if, in spite the child cannot eat meat, they are saying, I took this for the baby. And they're always taking things for the baby, right? So when we look into the life of today, it is so changed, so changed, so changed. The art of men are brutally wicked, because when you look at an innocent child and decide to hurt them, um, some of them is being sold and trafficking and all kind of things is happening. Your daughter left out and you haven't seen that daughter ever again. They are good, things is so changed, it's so changed. And so the next one of it is this. When you want to go far, go together. But if you want to go fast, do it alone. Each one values each one time and action. So apparently, you want to go somewhere far. You get your company and you walk, but you want to go fast. You need to get something done within a specific time. Time is at an essence. Time is at hand. The business place is going to be closing at a certain time. I have to get there. I have these important papers to look after, to submit somewhere at the office. I had to get it done. So I can't go with together because together we are just going to be strolling and chatting with no urgency. But when you want to get things done and you had to move fast to get things in order, you had to just go it alone. So that's the meaning for that one. The collective effort, the value of individual and their collective effort. Okay? So that is one of. This is one that I really like. Is there anyone know any proverb that used to use to them um, when they were growing up? Is there anyone from Africa is here? You may be familiar with some of these proverbs because some of these proverbs is from your country. It's from the continent. Some of these. But this is one I like. A roaring lion kills no game. You know that the lion roar. And let me tell you something about the lion. The old, the young lion don't roar. Very little. When you hear a roaring lion going on, it's one of the old lion, and the teeth start falling out of their mouth. The young lion sprung and grabbed, claw, and decided. But this proverb said, a roaring lion kills no game. The meaning, boasting an empty threat or ineffective. And through straight lies in action. The truth lies in action. So, a person that get out of their self and start behaving for you to be so afraid of them. And first time persons usually fight fist to fist. The better man tells. Now they fought with weapon. But first time persons getting in a combat is a hand-to-hand combat. A person will come out and they start to threats and tell you what they will do and what they will do and what they will do and what they will not do. In Jamaica, that proverb says, empty barrel make the most noise. And it's true. When a barrel or a drum is filled with water or anything, it doesn't make any noise. An empty barrel, you let it go and it roll, and it have all the noise going on. But the proverb in African proverb, it says, a roaring lion kills no game. Boasting and empty threat lies, an empty threat and truth. The street is in action. So it's not empty threat and the boasting, what I will do and if I catch you and I will do and I say. So they said, a roaring lion kills no game. The person that their action remains inside. Because if a person is going to hurt you, they are not coming out to boast. No. They are not giving lip service, blowing off hot air. No, they're not doing that. They just jump into action, straight into action. So it's telling you, hello, no matter how the lion bad, and they're roaring and just roaring. So I say to you, the old lion roars. Actually is no threat to you because even the teeth is falling out of its mouth. So all he have is to roar. You found it in the scriptures too. But the young lion, he stays afar off and he lined you up and he rushed you. Yes. So persons that come and just yapping away, and they will and they will not and they will and they will. Get them into a nice little corner. They are useless. You get them on their knees. Yeah. Get them in the boxing ring. And then you can tell whether or not they were just speaking. Sounds like you know a bit of the old distant war. Yeah, reading and all the rest of it, yeah. War playing of the ancient chief. Yeah. Wisdom teaches knowledge. Yes. So don't worry, you get into on combat. A person coming and telling you and stepping up to you and they will never know what is in you. The one that don't speak, that's the one you are to watch. Even if they don't have a heavy punch. But watch that one. A person use their height because they may be 6 foot and the other one is 4. I look at you and Goliath. I look down on that little boy and say, I'm gonna feed you to the fowls here. But you will surprise to know what that little short one can do to you. Because guess what? You are up there and your two long legs are down here. So all him have to do, him don't have to reach you up there, but him pull you down to size down here. Yeah. So that is what that one means. And I like this one. The roaring lion, kill no game. Boasting an empty threat or ineffective and truth straight lies. The truth lies in the action. Now, most of the time we have children that Syria used to roar like lion. Yeah, was like a young lion because the whole lion, all him have is roar. But you see what happened down there? See what happened there? So you just leave it a roar now, and persons hear you, and they're afraid of you, and they pull up themselves and whatever. But you don't have any bite. No, you just have the roar. Ineffective. Yeah. For those that deal with children and have children around them, some persons teachers in the classroom. Give me some thumbs up, please. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share. Especially when you have to be preparing your children to be going out to meet the world. There are certain measures that you have to take. You have to put certain measures in places. You have to allow them to know the boundaries. When you stop right at the boundary, I don't cross the boundaries. Yeah. This proverb that I am about to read, there's some flip sides to it when I look on it. A child who is not embarrassed by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth. It said this is a warning that neglecting a child's need can lead to destructive behavior. No, this in itself here is something that you had to look into. A child who is not embarrassed. You don't care what you do. That is not embarrassed by the village will burn down the village. And it says, the meaning says, do not, the warning is, do not neglect a child's need. Now, this is a several parts. This is several parts. When you say don't neglect a child's need, As parent, guardian, and whoever is left the child in their care, their sole responsibility is to provide for that child. The child should not be neglected of anything: schooling, shelter, food, and clothing. Medical and the rest came after. But those are some things that are on top of the list. Yeah. But, which is always a junction, and we often use it. Some children, and if you don't bend them from they are young, they grew up with this mentality that as they open their mouth and say, "Gimme," they must get it. And if they don't get it, the destructive person that they became. No, it's their needs. But what is their needs? Yeah, that's the parental sacrifice. But if a child came and said to you, "I need $100,000, a child, I said, because my friend have parent give them 100,000 or $50,000 for them to just spend, for them to sport." And your answer to that is no. Why would I be giving a child $100,000? What are you going to do with the $100,000? And now you're engaging that child in all of the things that you need to know. That child has never worked a day in its life yet. You neglect that child in giving that the answer to that. Is it that is that a need for the child? Is that a need that you neglect? That they would get destructive in their behavior? You know, these are sometimes I came across some things, and it's have me to question left, right, center, turn it out, look at it, dissect it, and do so much things. Because neglect a child's need the parental rights and sacrifice to provide for the needs. But what if the child is asking for something that not for them anyhow? Would that be neglecting the child? I don't think so. That's the reason why, from the child is young, you taught that child first to ask as much as it is in your house. It is private for you to get it, but ask for it. And if the parents saw in which way that, no, you don't need that now. You have just have a meal 10 minutes ago. So you can't get this now. You have to wait until I know that you would need it. You get it. A child came and have 20 pair of sneakers. And when they search and look, a Jordan was not with the 20 pair. And they want a Jordan. Is what they wanted. This says needs. But if you have already, what need would you have? What is it you're doing? Is it that you're going on display? Is it that you are doing a competition? So this part of it, I think I'm going to view it more, and I'm going to be presenting this very well. Because sometimes he saw these things and he said, okay, it's because you don't so and so, and that is the reason why. And because you don't so and so, and that's the reason why. I don't think so. Well, anyhow, we move on from that one. Now, this one. The best way to eat an elephant. Look how elephant big. You can't eat an elephant in one go if you were going to eat elephant. The best way to eat an elephant that is in your path is to cut him up in small pieces. Anyway, whether or not they said so, that's what you have to do. Because of course you can't just eat an elephant whole like that. You would have to put him in little bits of pieces, call that mouth size. So that's the way you would have eaten an elephant. But actually, the metaphor is not real elephant. As I said to you before, these are proverbs. And they look at the things around them and use them as metaphor to get the message to someone. You're having a problem and you don't know how to deal with the problem. A matter of fact, it's more than one problem, and you want to get everything gathered up one time to deal with it one time, here, now, and finish. So they look at an animal like an elephant, which weighed how much ton? And they weighed the problem against the elephant. How are you going to eat that elephant? You would have to get him and, put him in small mouth size to eat him. Well, listen to this, the meaning. The best way to solve a problem is to break it down in small, manageable steps. People those days, they use many things for metaphor. And they use the thing that you're not even thinking of. They use animal, they use tree, they use water, so many things in order for the message to get to you. Because you're saying, look at an elephant. It's in your path. How are you going to eat him? So look at the problem, how big the problem is that you think you cannot get around or get over or get under, or you can't handle that problem. So I will have to go and call 100 people to help me with this problem. No. So you match it with the elephant. So the biggest problem you have to break it down in small pieces. Small, smaller, manageable steps. So, step by step, you will approach your problem and bit small steps in the problem. Before you know it, you would have solved such problem. So you would have eaten that elephant all off, bone and all. Yes. So these are so that they uses to put forward their um I'm looking for a word. To put it forward that you can manage your problem. Not in all one go, one lump, one big. You took it day by day, piece by piece, until you get the entire problem solved and out of your way. And I think I'm going to stop at this one here. Knowledge is a garden. And this morning I got up to put this one out. But then I was out on the road, did it up, yeah. Knowledge is a garden. Hmm. If it isn't cultivated, you can't harvest it. Now, the scripture told you about wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And to put the top on it all, it says discretion. If you don't cultivate, it is a garden. And if you don't cultivate it, you can't harvest it. Knowledge is a garden. So, to get knowledge, the activity, pursuing knowledge and learning. Think of your flower garden. For those who plant flowers like myself. Think of your vegetable garden. Think of your kitchen garden. Because your kitchen garden, you put a lot of vegetable, plant a lot of vegetables there and things like that. Yeah. It is a garden. Think of your garden and you fence this round. This is your garden. And you do not put something in that garden. Nurture it. Learning from it. Reaching out from it. So you don't cultivate it, so you can't harvest it. So if you don't cultivate knowledge, if you don't have wisdom that teaches knowledge, there's no way you can reap from it. You can only take out what you put in. You can only be benefited from what you cultivate. Pursue knowledge and learning. Go after it. Try to be knowledgeable. I met with this Sunday school teacher one day. She's a Baptist, and we were having a lively chat. Yeah. And she asked me some very pertinent questions. They weren't pertinent in that but you want to know how and what do I think of certain aspect of life. Because she's a Sunday school teacher and children and people are approaching her and asking her opinion on some things. And we have a good chat. I said to her, I myself, as an adult, which I was younger than now, I tried to figure it out why this is done. Why? And she said to me, she have to know, and as much as she can know, that she can adequately give answers to the questions. Because young people is in the church, young people is asking, I guess they saw her as this upright person, and she looks like she can impart some knowledge. And the question was, what do I think of a woman and a woman? And a man and a man? That was a question she asked me. And we sit and we have a good chat. I said to her, because I cannot fathom a woman with a woman. Because they end up doing insertion. I went and I rented a, a movie, one of those movies. At the time we had places that you could rent these things. I rented it and I sit intently and watched it. And as I said, she said, "You did that?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "That's what I had to do, and sit in my quiet time to watch that I can put things together and say, well then, okay, I am ready for your questionings." And when I said to her, insertion is one of the things that it makes me have to question the whole thing and ask, so if you two ladies and you are doing insertion, why did you leave the man then? Because that's what the man do, insertion. So if you don't have the knowledge, you got to pursue it. Sometimes you will hear things talk and you said, okay, this person's one. No, but things will flew over your head. You will look like you are living under a rock. You need to be keeping up with the time, not because you are participating in it, but you need to have a knowledge why this happened. What is it? So, knowledge is a garden. And for a lot of my church people, some of these things flew over their head. It is not spoken about in their church. It's not spoken, they themselves is not saying nothing. But you need to know the why. Other portion of it, I speak to the doctor because seeing I worked into a place where they are there. So I'm privy to talk and ask questions. Yeah. So alongside watching the movie, I asked the doctors, I questioned them, because I need to know that if I should be approached, I can adequately say something. Sometimes you got to be a dummy for people to think that you are dumber than they think. But what you are doing, you are garnering the knowledge from them. So pretend you don't know. Yeah. Let they keep speaking like I am doing now. And then you will learn much more. Nobody have nothing to say tonight. Nobody not putting anything into the comment section. I asked, do you know of any proverb that is spoken at home? You heard it and their meaning. Nobody know the proverb? No proverb. Your parent never. Your grandparent. Your sometimes it's not even your grandparent because sometimes the young persons they know more than what even the persons before now do know, and that's the reason why you have to learn to be in the know. You cannot let things go over your head and you don't know have an understanding of what is happening. So dig up the book, man. Get to it and ask because you never can tell. Your own child may just came to you one day and on a serious note, and you need to have the wisdom that teaches knowledge that you can say, okay, this is this is it, and you can hold a decent reasoning, the why and the why not. Because you know these things are going to ask of you, and these were all the reason why I put myself, because I was growing children, and children, I said, I'm your friend and I'm your mother. I'm your sister and I'm your aunt. Put me in your categories that you want me to be in. So I want when they came and asked me question, as a friend, I can sit with them and have a comfortable reasoning with them. Because most of the time, they know more than I know. So yes, when we have the reasoning, then we will hear from each other and said, okay, yeah. So you have to be in the know. You're living in a world where things are going and going very fast. They are flowing over your head. Don't be in a situation that you are, oh, no. You heard it before. You pull up your encyclopedia or your whatever and you read. And you get your information from sources that you can say, okay, I see. Okay, this is it. Yes. LWA, you don't know any proverb? No proverb that was said that you know? You don't know this one. Rain a fall but dirty tough. That's a Jamaican proverb. Sir, rain a fall but dirty tough. Yes. So these things were the lessons of these things, the morals of them, is that persons, you learned the lesson through the time, through the things of the time. As like the ant when the Bible says, be like the ant. You find that in Proverbs. The ant provide their food into the summer. That when the winter comes, They won't have to be up and around looking for food because there won't be any food. So it said, look your food, get your things together, and put it down. That when that time came around, you won't die for hunger, but you will be having food. So this is how, and the scripture uses the ant. And for those persons who see, because I guess some young people don't even know what is an ant. They saw it in pictures. Yeah. If you have the privilege to watch a ant, and if you should bump into an ant nest, amount of food that they store to last them for a time. And they stored their food. They know where the water will run. Let's say the rain is falling and water will be running off here. Where they stored their house under the earth there, even if the earth soak, they can't wash out. And their food is properly stored. Okay? So these are the things that even Christ speak to his disciples in parables. And why he speak in parables to them is that the other nation would not understand what he is saying to them. They wouldn't get that knowledge. But he spake to them in parables. He said to you, watch, watch the fig tree. Watch the so and so. When you saw so and so, you know this is such a time. When you see all the leaves falling from the trees, you know that they're going in hibernation. You know that winter is coming. Right? So people then, and this parable is for learning, is for knowledge. It's for a learning thing that, you can use as the animals, the trees, the creeping hunt and learned your lessons from them. Great lessons too. Great lessons. Yeah. But as I said, things and time changes. We do not look into certain things again. We depend on the astrologers. Then he said, when it is certain time and you see that the east end get dark, you know we are going to have rain. When certain part you saw, you know it's going to be flooding. So you're going to have rain for a long time. Yeah. Anyhow, since nobody didn't know any of these proverbs, I hope you learned something from them and you can use them for your convenience too. Right? The last one I will say, not knowing is bad. Not wish to know is worse. How some person said, I didn't know and I don't want to know. So they're not listening to you at all. Oh, no. I don't want to know. Not knowing is bad. But which is worse? When you wish not to know, it is worse. So you are to know. Have a knowledge. Yeah, have a knowledge. So thank you very much. And I did not give any birthday shout out. Sure, I'm going to do that just now. Happy birthday to those that are celebrating their birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Enjoy your birthday. It is your birthday and celebrate as if it is your birthday. Enjoy as if it's your birthday. A very special time in your life. A time to remember. And remember, it came only once per year. Some person lucky they have birthday twice because the Registrar General over in Jamaica, land of where I was born, there are some people registered, the registrar have them for this time and have them the same person for our next time, which is true. They don't know because guess what? Mother have passed away. So they had to work with one. But it was already established. Oh, you were born in January. Then next thing you hear, oh, you were born. Oh, yeah. So thank you all. Happy birthday. We enjoy your birthday. It is a very special time for you in your life that you will always remember your birthday. And your birthday always come to remind you you're getting one day older. So many persons that will look and some come and say, oh, old lady or grandma or whatever. Each birthday comes and it reminds you you're getting older and you should be getting wiser. Wisdom comes with age. So you're getting older, you should be getting wiser and smarter and learn more. So enjoy your birthday. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Please subscribe, like, and share. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. For those that are here for the first time, it's a pleasure having you, and you're welcome to be back at any given time as long as we're having our little session here. For those that didn't make it to be here tonight, this morning, I know people from LA area, which is morning for them. Apparently they're going to work or whatever is their what. But a big shout out to you all. Okay? So shout out to everyone that is on this channel this evening and to the country that you're representing. A big shout out to your family, to your friend. And be pursuing knowledge. It's a garden. Cultivate knowledge and harvest it. Okay? So, the meaning is activate, pursue knowledge and learning. Okay. So thank you very much for being here. I think LWA have already drunk of all of his coffee and ginger, which that is nice. You know, the merge with the ginger and the coffee give you a perk up taste. Good. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please subscribe, like, and share. Please share the channel. Share it with somebody. There must be something that you heard, you saw that you want to share it. Share it. The more you share it, the more people we will get to subscribe to the channel. All right. This is time for me to say goodbye. I love your company all, but we have to part ways now. Okay? So thank you very much. I hope you gather something that is meaningful from these proverbs. And another day I'm going to give you some of the full proverb of Jamaica. And you know, many of our proverbs are in patois. Good. So thank you. thank you. God bless each and every one of you in every way, not every way that is possible, because there's nothing impossible for God. All things are possible. So bless, provide, and listen to me. He is your provider. He is your provider at all times. So thank you very much. All your loved ones around you, be blessed. Bless your home. Bless everything that you put your hand to and prosper you in all ways and what you are doing. Prosper you in your health. Speaking about health, I haven't seen, oh my God, what is his name again? I will have to look in the book. I don't know if he got his operation done yet, his surgery done. You know who I am talking about. If you're listening to me, big up to you. Big up, big up. I'm going to have to look for your name again. Last time you were on the channel, you were not feeling well and you were preparing to have a surgery done. So if you're listening to me, big up yourself and wish you speedy recovery. Come back. Yes. Thank you very much. God be with you in every aspect. And remember, love yourself. And before that, think on these things. Love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, no one is going to love you like you love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. And don't be hard with yourself. It's yourself. So love and protect yourself. Peace out to each and every one. And remember, be cognizant of your surrounding. There are so many things that are going on. And evil are always lurks in the darkness, seeking to do and to destroy. So be careful where you go and to whom you're around. Okay? God bless, keep, always. Thank you very much. And bye.